Ahead on Daytime Buffalo, the Buffalo's Masten district is celebrating Juneteenth with a family reunion at MLK Junior Park, and you're invited. And then we're going over the edge for the Arc Erie County, and you can register today to join in on the fun. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Well, there's a fun-filled day of celebration coming to the Masten district of Buffalo this week, and I'm joined now by Councilwoman Everhard with more information on what we can expect. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Chelsea.
Of course. Let's talk about this Masten family reunion, and I know you started this last year and made it an annual event. Tell us why you wanted to start this.
You know, starting it last year, we didn't know what to expect, right? We were like, let's just do something to get people outside, create a family atmosphere, and just see how it goes. And it was very, very successful. Yeah. Way more than we thought it would be. We had over 400 attendees last year.
Oh, wow.
And so it was a big success. And so, yes, we're here again, and we're going to be doing the second annual this Thursday from 3 to 9 p.m. in Martin Luther King Park. We'll be right on the side of the casino. And it'll be an amazing day. Yeah. It will be. Yeah.
Thursday is obviously Juneteenth.
Yes, it
so
is.
Tell us why you chose to schedule it on that day and the significance of it.
Yeah, so as you know, a few years ago, President Biden made Juneteenth an official holiday. And so sometimes Juneteenth, we have our annual Juneteenth celebration every year here in Buffalo, but on the day of June 19th, it's usually a weekday, right? And so we don't really have anything going on. And so we thought, you know, we could kill a bird with two stones, right? Yeah. Like, we're going to do something on Juneteenth and make sure that people have something to do. People are off of work, children are out of school. And so we have a really, really jam-packed, fun day for families, for everyone. It's a day for everyone to just come outside, enjoy some entertainment, get to know your neighbors, and just have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, let's get into the entertainment and activities that will be part of the day.
Yeah, so we are going to kick it off with the Colored Musicians Club. We all know their history here in the city of Buffalo, and so they are gonna kick off the day with an hour-long performance of jazz music. So it's gonna be absolutely beautiful. We have some of our young people who will be performing, and some of our dance troupes who will be performing. So it's going to be really, really nice. But there'll be a lot of activities, right? We'll have bounce houses and games and things like that for our young people to do. One of the important things that we will be doing this year is we will be giving out the Heart of Masten Award. And so we're asking all of our Masten District residents to nominate someone for that award. And we're really excited about that because we have to celebrate our community partners and the people in the community who do the good work, right? Our block club leaders, they are absolutely amazing in the city of Buffalo, and we just want to make sure that we recognize them and give them some love on that day.
Well, let's talk about the food that'll be there. That's what gets people out.
It is. Well, we will be, of course, it's a family reunion, so what would a family reunion be without hot dogs, right? So we will be grilling some hot dogs, but we definitely want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors who sponsored last year, McDonald's. McDonald's will be providing food all day. At the Masten family reunion. There will be ice cream and slushie machines, and there will be lots and lots of snacks and popcorn and candy, and so it'll be fun-filled day.
That's right.
Fun-filled day.
Lots of fun, lots of coming together.
Yes.
But I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about what happened this weekend at the Juneteenth parades. There were some commotions, a couple of fights breaking out. You were there. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, there were, you know, Juneteenth, we always look forward to Juneteenth. I love it. I've been participating since I was a child, right? And it's a beautiful day of freedom. It's a beautiful celebration, just showing who Black people are in this country and why we are so important in this world, right? As we think about our freedom and Galveston, Texas, and, you know, we think about those things, but, you know, our young people today aren't educated fully on what Juneteenth really means. And so, over the years, we've had a number of disruptions of young people who've come to the Juneteenth festival, and fights have broken out, right? And it's disheartening and it's heartbreaking to see. And this weekend was no exception to that, unfortunately. It was a beautiful parade. It was a beautiful festival. But yes, we had some young people cause some disruptions. There was a lot of fights and, people running and trying to get out of the way of the mayhem. And so, as the councilwoman representing the Masten district, which MLK is in, for me, it's about solution-based, right? And we don't have a lot going on at Juneteenth for our preteens and our teens. And so, that is what I'm working on right now. I literally all day yesterday, went to work and started putting together a plan so that way next year, our young people will have something to do to, keep them occupied. And also, teach them about Juneteenth and why it's so important for them not to disrupt something like that, because we can never not celebrate Juneteenth in this country and definitely not in the city of Buffalo. And so I don't want to see this festival ever canceled or anything like that because of the actions of our young people. And for me, it really is just showing the young people that we love them. We see them, we hear them, there's issues going on, but we want to talk to them and we want to get to them and, redirect their attention to what's important.
I think it's important that when we get together and it's a day of celebration and highlighting us and our people and our culture and our ancestors that went before us, we need to represent ourselves well in the face of the community too.
And that's what we're going to do moving forward. So like I said, I put together a plan. I've already galvanized some people together, and we have a good plan for the years out. And so we'll be announcing that later this week. I'll be filing something with the council dealing with Juneteenth. And so we have a good plan. Our young people are the future, and they need to know that, one day they're going to be running the Juneteenth festival, right? This is theirs. And we need them to understand the history of it and why it's important and why we need to protect it, all of us.
And we're going to get a second chance to represent ourselves well, to come out together, a day of love, a day of celebration.
Yes, we are.
There's a free event happening at MLK Junior Park on Thursday. You can learn more about this event and everything else going on in Buffalo's Masten district by connecting with Councilwoman Everhart on Facebook. Thanks again for coming.
Thank you for having me, Chelsea.